Hi everybody, it's Kathy here, and we are creating today as part of the creative family at Scrapbook Fantasies for my creative team role, a layout using the brand new pack that I have called Boho Beauty. Now this is one of Alicia Redshaw's collections and it is just divine. Check out these beautiful double-sided papers. This is Boho Beauty number 1, and I'm using this on this layout today by Fussy cutting out those flowers. I'm using this one here, Boho Beauty number, good question. I'll have to check that out for you, but I'll have it all listed down below. This one here is number 3. This is the base, and that's the one I'm using for this layout. So these are beautiful. There are also these blues in the collection, and I am not using them today, but I will be using them in the coming weeks. So to come back and check out all of those wonderful creative layouts that come out of this fantastic paper range. Now, Alicia Redshaw creates for Scrapbook Fantasies, as I said, and her papers are just divine. They are very good quality. They're printed here in Australia, and they always create such beautiful layouts. I'm using the Boho Beauty number 5 here. I have fussy cut out the back elements, and the last part of that page I'm using in the gold across here. I'm going to use the wood grain on this side here as part of my layout, and there you go, Boho Beauty number 4, this one, and I'm going to use the opposite side as well. So there are going to be both parts of this paper involved in this layout. Now these photos I haven't talked about yet, but they are photos that my daughter took when she was in Fiji in July with my mother, and it was at a sunset, and she took the island to show me. We were FaceTiming at the time, and I talked her through how to capture that sunset, and she did a magnificent job, as you can see. And that was just outside her resort where she was staying, and it was a beautiful memory for her to capture. So I'm putting this together for her layouts in her album. So what I'm just doing now is I'm distressing the edges, and I'm using a Tim Holtz tool here just to distress it. If you don't have a Tim Holtz tool, you can use a nail file. You can use the edge of your scissors, or you can always use your own nails as well. So it's just to add a little bit of texture and a little bit of interest to the papers. So I'm just layering them up how I think I want them on the layout, and then I'm just going to put in my photos, and when I'm happy with that placement, I can then start to put it down. One thing with the distressing of paper, you do end up with a lot of paper dust, so you just have to remember to keep cleaning that off so that it doesn't stick into the rest of your layout. So I'm going to come down about a third of the way on this 12 by 12 layout with that golden sand type paper, and then I can start building my layout. As you can see, that strip there is the B side, and on the A side is that beautiful wood grain, which I just love. And I'm just going to trim off a little bit extra there. That was just a little bit too long for what I need it to do, and I want it to sit just above the 2 different paper strips on the horizontal and sit squarely in the middle of that left-hand side. So I'm going to put the photos down without mounting them on anything else. I want them to just sit there in the layout, and look at how beautifully those colours in those papers marry the colours in the photos. I have cut out the title using my Cricut, and I'm using Nuvo glue here just to put it together. I've just used a peach coloured cardstock and a cream coloured cardstock and some gold to capture the colours that are in Alicia's beautiful papers here, and also to reflect the colours of the photos. Now this can be fiddly, and that's why these Nuvo glues, which Alicia also sells at Scrapbook Fantasies, so it actually helps to limit the mess on your layout. They do send overseas, so if you are interested and would like to purchase any of these wonderful papers, all the details will be down below, and you may order online and they will ship them anywhere for you for the shipping cost. So I have fussy cut out the elements from the other side of that gold paper, and I'm now going to build some clusters around the page. So these are the flowers from the B side of the B side of that goldy coloured paper, and then I have also cut out the tiny clusters of flowers from that beautiful page that is number, which one is it? Boho Beauty number 1, and I'm using that to be the cluster builder here on this layout. Now obviously, because I have started to fussy cut from one sheet of this, these flowers will become prevalent across layouts in this kit as I play with the beautiful papers that I've been given to work with. So using the remainder of this gold strip here, I'm going to use just a leaf punch because I want to bulk out those clusters. You see that I have got some popped with foam tape there, those flowers, just to give some dimension and some depth to the layout. And I'm just tucking in these gold leaves in behind just to build them out and bulk them up and draw your eye around that layout. And as you can see, all of these colours just blend beautifully, and it's showing how this Boho Beauty can be used to create a tropical effect on a layout. Not what you would expect, but can be done, and it's just about being creative with how you look at the colours in the layout, how you look at the colours in the paper, how you look at the colours in your photos, and what you can draw together to create a detailed layout with these magnificent pieces of paper. So there's my clusters all filled out. I'm now going to just add some Nuvo drops, and I'm using some gold glitter ones, and they just build the cluster and balance the areas so that your eye roams around the page, and it allows the setting up of that visual triangle. So you can see the visual triangle there with the sets of 3 Nuvos to the top, bottom, and the top. So it's top left, top right, top bottom, down in the bottom center, and then you have now got a visual triangle. So that's the layout basically. I'm going to put some stickles into the centers of these flowers just to give them a little bit of sparkle, and you can see that's the end of this layout. So hopefully I've done something here that has inspired you to get creative with your beachy layouts, with your scenery layouts. They all need to be part of our albums. This has come together quite easily. Don't forget to add your date. You can use a date stamper or to write it on yourself. And there you can see how the layering has happened in these clusters, along with the added Nuvos and Stickles, which will add that special little sparkle to that layout. So I thank you once again for staying with this. I hope that you find something you will want to go and purchase these papers for. Don't forget to check out the collection at Scrapbook Fantasies. All the details will be down below in my description box. Give me a thumbs up if you like something. It lets YouTube know that you like what I'm producing. And don't forget to leave me a comment because I'll get back to you. That also helps YouTube push this content out and hopefully build my little channel. Thanks for watching. Here's my next recommendation for you. Happy scrapping till next time.